Hi, my name is Kevin Retcher. I'm the owner of First Meridian Mortgage, and today what I want to do is walk you through shopping the big four. And what I mean by that is if you're looking to buy a home, if you're PCSing into Northern Virginia DMV area, Virginia, Maryland, or DC using your VA loan, a lot of people in their years of being in the service at one point or another are going to use Navy Federal, PenFed, USAA, Veterans United. All of them spend so much money around the military. They give us good deals on our checking account and our auto, but they do kind of, I feel, take advantage of us when it comes to the biggest purchases, which is our use of our VA eligibility to purchase a home. Okay, so let's walk through it real fast. If you go to Navy Federal, they are my least favorite when it comes to ethics and disclosure. If you go to the top of their website, you'll go to the loans, mortgages, and then you'll find their VA interest rates. Today's interest rate is at 5.875 with one discount point. But what they're not showing you there is the origination cost. They used to have an asterisk right here where it says rates displayed are as low as. Think of that as an asterisk. If you go all the way down to the bottom, look at the fine print, rates display as have an extra 1 point origination or an 0.25% higher interest rate. That means that really is 6 1/8 with 1 point or 5.875 and 2 points. So I don't like that they hide that origination fee. Okay. Second, PenFed, 5.625 is 1.25 points. 5 3/4 is 0.875, 7/8 of a point. 5.875 is a half a point. So they're better than Navy Federal. Let's look at USAA. USAA mortgage rates, VA loan, 6 1/4 and at 0.42 points. So technically they have the highest rate and almost a full point in cost. So they're actually picking up the rear, so to speak, on who's got the better deal. Check out Veterans United. Veterans United has a lot of ads on TV, and I do not love them as an entity. I've never not beaten their interest rates. I can say that really with pretty much all of these entities in general, okay? At 5.875, they're charging 1.938 points, so 0.07 better than Navy Federal. If you go to First Meridian Mortgage's website, my website, click on the live button, punch in the data on the left side, 600,000, 740 credit score, military. My interest rates will pop up. If you look, it will quote 5 different rates, close to 2, close to 1, close to 0 points, and then paying you money at 1 point and paying you at 2 points. So green is paying you a credit, red is actual points. So at the 1.983, which is equivalent to Navy Federal's quote, I would be 0.625 lower interest rate or save you about $5,000 a year for the same price. At 5.625, I was better than the PenFed that was 5 3/4 and 1 point, so I'm cheaper and an eighth lower. At 5.875, the green takes over. Think of green as me giving you green dollars. This lender would be giving you $589 toward your closing cost at 5.875. If I gave you a rate at 6 1/4 that was similar to USAA, The lender would pay you $7,686 toward your closing cost. So instead of you paying that money, you would be getting a credit of that money. What I really want to go over there is these entities are not your friend when it comes to getting a VA mortgage. If you're PCSing to the Pentagon, Fort Belvoir, Fort McNair, Quantico, Headquarters Marine Corps, Fort Meade, Andrews Air Force Base, Aberdeen Proving Ground, AP Hill, Quantico, Norfolk, any of the Air Force bases down near Norfolk. If you're PCSing to any of these and you use any one of those four, you're probably paying too much. What I want to do is educate you in this process that yes, it's easy to shop interest rates if you just take a little bit of time. A mortgage broker such as myself, there's more truth in lending in how we do our business. We have to disclose to you how much money we make. I never make more than 1% on a mortgage. That interest rate that was at 5.875 and paying you $589 means the lender paid me my 1%, and there was $589 that they legally could not give to me. They have to give it to you. So there's truth in lending and dealing with a mortgage broker when it comes to what we quote, how we quote it, and how we disclose it. If you ask any of those lenders how much money they're making, they're not going to be able to tell you. Now, how can I be so much cheaper than these other entities? It's simple. I'm getting wholesale rates. I add my 1%. I give you what that rate is. The lender pays me my money. You do not pay me my money. It's built into the interest rate, okay? And I'm just cheaper. I make my money on volume, not the individual, okay? So what's key here is I'm also not spending all this money around the bases to try to market to the military. I am in what I consider a hot spot for military loans. Many people will retire when they come to the Pentagon, Fort Belvoir, some of these entities that work downtown on the Hill. They retire, stay in this area, and then they double dip, they get a government job, and they make really good money and can afford to buy in this area. The beauty in the VA loan is if you have your full eligibility, you can do 0% down, 1.5 million. I've done a 2 million. There's not a loan limit if you have your full eligibility, okay? So about 35% of my business is VA loans. Going into that, if you're PCSing to these bases, I have over 500 agents in my database, and depending on which base you're at, I can typically give you someone that caters to that base in one way or another. Most of them have gone through classes that understand the military. Some of them are retired military that I recommend. I'm also a licensed agent, so I understand those needs, and I've been in the military and understand PCSing, okay? So when it comes to choosing and getting pre-approved before you get here, you're much better to do your research. If you're coming to this area, give me a call. We can get your loan application done, get you pre-qualified, get you set up with a realtor. A lot of these real estate agents will do video walkthroughs of homes before you make a trip out here so that you're not wasting your time and you can hit the ground running and they can be your boots on the ground. If you have a spouse that might be here in the area, they can work with them also. My name's Kevin Retcher. I'm the owner of First Meridian Mortgage. I've been in business for over 27 years as a Marine. If I'm on time, I feel I'm late. I have never missed a closing date in my life. If that tractor trailer full of your personal belongings is coming from Texas. Like I said, I've never missed a closing date in my life. We're going to get you moved in on your exact closing day, and we're not going to have a problem with getting you closed on time. If you'd like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. If you have friends that are PCSing into this area, other military people, it's a very tight community, and I understand that. Quite often, one person comes into town and another person's leaving, and I'm getting referrals from one leaving, and I may have you covered on the entity or the state that you're going to. So in many cases, one military person might be coming into town and recommending me on a referral basis, and one might be leaving, and I can potentially refer you to someone else. I have over 32 states covered where I have vetted a owner like me that understands VA also, and this whole program that I've created was with PCSing in mind. So if you like this video, share and subscribe. And again, my name is Kevin Retcher. I'm the owner of First Meridian Mortgage. To all the Marines out there, Semper Fi. I'll talk to you soon.